Stop letting the past script your future. Nietzsche. You were handed a script. You're allowed to write a different ending. Right now, you're living out patterns that were written before you could even speak, reacting to triggers that were installed in childhood, making choices based on wounds that happened decades ago. You think you're making conscious decisions, but you're actually following a script written by your past experiences, your family dynamics, your early traumas. Friedrich Nietzsche understood this prison when he wrote, "Become who you are, not who you were conditioned to be, not who your past says you have to be, who you actually are beneath all the programming." Here's the truth that will set you free. Your past doesn't have to be your future. The script you were handed isn't the only story you can tell. You have the power to rewrite it. But first, you have to see that you're following it. Let me describe what living from your past script feels like. You keep ending up in the same situations with different people, the same relationship dynamics with different partners, the same work problems with different bosses, the same family conflicts with different triggers. You tell yourself, this time will be different, but somehow it never is. You attract the same type of people, make the same type of mistakes, feel the same type of pain. When someone criticizes you, you react the same way you did when your parent criticized you at age 7. When someone abandons you, you feel the same terror you felt when you were left alone as a child. You have the same arguments your parents had. You use the same coping mechanisms they used. You repeat the same patterns they modeled, even when you swore you'd never be like them. Your triggers are so predictable that people who know you well can see them coming from miles away, but you can't. You're too caught up in the reaction to see the pattern. You feel like you're stuck in a time loop, reliving the same emotional experiences over and over again. Different settings, different people, same feelings. You wonder why you can't seem to learn from your mistakes, why you keep choosing the wrong people, making the wrong decisions, ending up in the wrong situations. You feel like there's something fundamentally broken about you, like everyone else got the manual for how to live, but you're still figuring it out through trial and error. But what if I told you that you're not broken? What if you're just following a script that was written when you were too young to know you had a choice? Here's why you keep repeating the same patterns, and it's not because you're destined to. Your brain is a pattern recognition machine. It takes your early experiences and uses them to predict how the world works, how relationships function, how you should respond to different situations. These predictions become your internal working models, unconscious templates that shape how you interpret and respond to everything that happens to you. If your early experiences taught you that love comes with conditions, you'll unconsciously seek out conditional love as an adult because it feels familiar, even if it's painful. If your early experiences taught you that expressing needs leads to rejection, you'll unconsciously suppress your needs in relationships, even when it's safe to express them. If your early experiences taught you that the world is dangerous, you'll unconsciously create situations that confirm this belief, even when you're actually safe. Your nervous system is designed to keep you alive, not to make you happy. And for a child, alive meant staying connected to caregivers at all costs, even if those caregivers were inconsistent, unavailable, or harmful. So you developed strategies, ways of being, thinking, and relating that helped you survive your childhood environment. These strategies worked then. They kept you safe, kept you connected, kept you alive. But now, as an adult, these same strategies are keeping you stuck. What protected you as a child is limiting you as an adult. Nietzsche called this eternal recurrence, the idea that we're doomed to repeat the same patterns over and over unless we become conscious of them and choose differently. But here's what's really happening. You're not just repeating your own patterns, you're repeating generational patterns. Patterns that were passed down from your parents who got them from their parents who got them from their parents. You're living out a script that was written long before you were born, a script about how relationships work, how success happens, how emotions should be handled, how life should be lived. And until you become conscious of this script, until you see it for what it is. You'll keep following it automatically, wondering why your life feels like a rerun of someone else's story. And here's the part no therapist will ever tell you. Here's what no self-help guru, no life coach, no healing expert will admit. The reason you keep repeating the same patterns isn't because you haven't done enough work on yourself. It's because you're trying to heal individual symptoms instead of rewriting the entire script. You go to therapy to work on your relationship issues, but you don't examine the relationship template you inherited from your family. You try to build self-esteem, but you don't question the voice in your head that sounds exactly like your critical parent. You work on setting boundaries, but you don't address the deep belief that your needs don't matter. A belief that was installed before you could even speak. Most healing approaches treat symptoms, not systems. They help you manage your reactions, but they don't help you rewrite your programming. But here's what Nietzsche understood. True transformation isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about creating what's possible. It's not about healing your past. It's about authoring your future. You can't change what happened to you, but you can change what happens next. You can't rewrite your history, but you can rewrite your story. The script you were handed isn't sacred. It's not permanent. It's not even yours. It belongs to the people who wrote it, the circumstances that created it, the time period that shaped it. But the ending? That's yours to write. Here's what they don't want you to know. You have more power over your patterns than you think. Not the power to erase them overnight, but the power to see them clearly and choose differently. Every time you catch yourself following the old script, you have a choice point. You can continue the pattern, or you can write a new line. Every time you feel triggered, you can ask, is this my response, or is this the response I learned? Is this who I am, or is this who I was taught to be? This is the moment most people click away. But stay with me, because what comes next will show you how to stop being a character in someone else's story and start being the author of your own. So how do you stop letting your past script your future? Here's how to become the author of your own story. Step 1. Identify your script. Start paying attention to your patterns. What situations do you keep finding yourself in? What types of people do you keep attracting? What emotional reactions do you keep having? Write them down, look for themes. These patterns are your script, the unconscious programming that's been running your life. Step 2. Trace the origin. For each pattern, ask, where did I learn this? Who modeled this behavior? What early experience taught me that this was how things work? Most of your patterns can be traced back to specific relationships, events, or dynamics from your childhood. Understanding the origin doesn't excuse the pattern, but it helps you see it clearly. Step 3. Question the beliefs. Every pattern is based on a belief. People always leave. I'm not good enough. The world is dangerous. Love hurts. Ask yourself, is this belief actually true? Was it ever true? Is it true now? What evidence do I have for and against this belief? Most of the beliefs driving your patterns are outdated, inaccurate, or only true in specific circumstances that no longer apply to your life. Step 4. Catch yourself in real time. Start noticing when you're following the old script, when you feel triggered, when you're reacting automatically, when you're falling into familiar patterns. The moment you notice, pause. Take a breath. Ask, what would I do if I weren't following the old script? How would I respond if I were writing this scene fresh? Step 5. Write new lines. Instead of following the automatic response, consciously choose a different one. If your script says, get defensive when criticized, try listening instead. If your script says, chase people who pull away, try giving them space instead. Start small. You don't have to rewrite your entire story overnight. Just write one new line at a time. Step 6. Practice new patterns. New patterns feel uncomfortable at first because they're unfamiliar. Your nervous system will try to pull you back to the old script because it feels safer. Expect this resistance. Feel the discomfort of acting differently, but do it anyway. Each time you choose the new pattern over the old one, you're literally rewiring your brain. Step 7. Surround yourself with new characters. If you keep hanging around the same types of people, you'll keep getting cast in the same types of roles. Seek out people who see you differently, who bring out different aspects of your personality. Sometimes changing your story requires changing your cast. Step 8. Create new experiences. Put yourself in situations that require you to be different. Travel to places where no one knows your old story. Take on challenges that demand new skills. Engage in activities that connect you to parts of yourself you've never explored. New experiences create new neural pathways, making it easier to break out of old patterns. Step 9. Be patient with the process. Rewriting your life script is a process, not an event. You'll slip back into old patterns sometimes. You'll catch yourself following the old script even when you know better. This is normal. This is part of the process. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Each time you catch yourself and choose differently, you're becoming more conscious, more free. And when you master this process, here's what transforms. Here's what happens when you stop letting your past script your future. First, you'll experience a profound sense of freedom. You'll realize that you're not doomed to repeat the same patterns forever. You have choices you didn't know you had. Second, you'll develop what Nietzsche called amor fati, love of fate. Not because everything that happened to you was good, but because you can see how it all contributed to who you're becoming. Third, you'll understand that your past wasn't a mistake. It was material, raw material that you can use to create something beautiful, something meaningful, something uniquely yours. But here's the most profound transformation. You'll stop being a victim of your story and start being its author. You'll realize that the painful experiences that shaped your script also gave you depth, empathy, resilience, and wisdom. The very things that wounded you also equipped you to heal others. You'll understand what Nietzsche meant when he said, "What does not kill me makes me stronger." Not because suffering is good, but because you can transform suffering into strength, wounds into wisdom, patterns into possibilities. You'll start attracting different people, different opportunities, different experiences. Not because the world changed, but because you changed. You're no longer unconsciously seeking out situations that confirm your old script. People will notice the difference. They'll say you seem more confident, more authentic, more alive. They'll ask what you've been doing differently. And you'll tell them, "I stopped living someone else's story and started writing my own." You'll realize that your past doesn't define you. It informs you. It gives you information about what you've survived, what you've learned, what you're capable of overcoming. But it doesn't determine your future. That's up to you. You'll understand that healing isn't about fixing what's broken. It's about creating what's possible. It's not about returning to who you were before you got hurt. It's about becoming who you're meant to be because of what you've experienced. Nietzsche said, "You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star." Your past chaos wasn't punishment. It was preparation. Preparation for the star you're about to become. You'll look back at your old patterns with compassion instead of judgment. You'll see them as survival strategies that served their purpose, but that you've now outgrown. And you'll look forward to your future with excitement instead of fear, because you know that you're no longer bound by the script you were handed. You're free to write whatever comes next. If this message resonated with you, if you're tired of repeating the same patterns, if you're ready to stop being a character in someone else's story and start being the author of your own, then it's time to make a choice. You can keep following the script you were handed, keep repeating the same patterns, keep letting your past determine your future. Or you can pick up the pen and start writing something new. Something that honors where you've been, but isn't limited by it. something that uses your past as material for your masterpiece. The script you were handed got you this far, but it doesn't have to take you any further. You are handed a script, but you're allowed to write a different ending. Subscribe if you're ready to self-decode, because your past is not your prison. It's your prologue, and the best chapters are still ahead.